What Ya TV.
Oh, how I love the smell of the British countryside. Summertime, the tranquility of the blue skies, the dewy grass, the bunny rabbits in the fields. But wait, is that the rumble of an Evo 7 that I hear? That's right, this is the final time we'll enjoy such peace and tranquility. For the next 3 days here at Santa Pod, let's welcome Ultimate Streetcar.
Come, let's streetcar.
Yes, welcome indeed to Ultimate Streetcar. The people are arriving in droves to the campsites, but before the real fun begins, Gemma has a personal time to beat.
TV. There you go.
Very professional.
Right, Gemma, you went up the drag strip. When was it? When did you go up?
Easter Thunderball.
Easter Thunderball. So what time did you do?
It was a 15-second run, thereabouts.
Okay, you're in producer Pete's Subaru Impreza.
Yeah, slightly nervous. He's told me not to brake it. Very sensitive clutch.
So you're going to dump the clutch at about red line 7, so dump the clutch about 8,000 RPM. Just sidestep and just go for it. Obviously, I'd love to ride along with you, and they do allow passengers here now if you're signed on.
I'd let you stay, Bryn, but quite frankly, it's too much ballast.
You're a racing girl. I can appreciate that. Right, this is Ultimate Streetcar. We've been up the Iback Springs lane. Now we'll have a go at the Auto Glim lane and see if you can polish it off. Half a second better. She keeps on going like that all weekend. We'll be down to 7-second passes.
Being the car event of the year, pretty much everybody who's come along to enjoy the festival has remapped, styled and modified their own car. And what better way to test the performance than to take it down the strip here at Santa Pod? And that's exactly what these people are doing in the Run What Ya Brung session.
Run What Ya Brung is going down very well. So well, the crowd are going nuts. Actually, while we're on the subject,
Your name is Liz, one punch right. You had 4 minutes there, no result. We're going to take it to the floor. We're going to go wrestling now. You got some special moves?
I'm only doing that because I like wrestling, Kirsty.
Ah, she's only going to wrestle because she likes it. Gentlemen, ladies, who wants to see some female wrestling? Make some noise! Oh, she's going for the ropes. No, break it up. All right. Fight! Ah, yeah!
As it turns out, there is only one way to warm up for the evening ahead.
Who wants to see some booty shaking?
Copious amounts of loud music and expensive strobe lighting. A little bit of extra fun is fueled by ethanol ejected from the mouths of the fuel girls.
Well, the party scene last night here at USC was absolutely rocking with world-famous band Pendulum. And over beside me, people are still recovering and having a little bit of a snooze. But let's face it, USC is not just about the party scene and what goes on behind the scenes. It's all about the live action and the on-track scene as well, with ESCS taking to the strip today. And also you can see here in the live arena, we've got monster trucks and Maximum Lotta here, Maltese drift drivers who will be putting on quite the performance. Mark's down here. Mark's already instructed me to drift this weekend. We'll be seeing that feature in a moment. But Mark, getting yourselves ready, what can we expect to see today?
Well, we're planning to do a great show like usual, to entertain the crowd. That's mostly it.
And it's fair to say that drifting isn't as easy as it looks.
No, it isn't. It isn't.
And I found that out yesterday when Bryn decided to challenge me to take it to one of these cars, and this is the mess I've made of one of the tyres.
Gemma,
Yes,
right.
Bryn.
Ultimate Street Car, it's
Yep.
about a lot of things, as the whole Santa Pod show thing is. We do so much here outside of the drag strip. Now, you've been up the drag strip,
Yep,
okay?
done that today.
You've experienced that. You drove the monster truck here, you drove Swamp Thing a little while back,
Yeah,
didn't you?
back at Bug Jam.
Okay, now I don't know if you can see on the floor around us, there's some black marks, okay?
a few.
And these guys, they do very precise drifting, 3 cars at the same time.
Yep.
They do a lot of very impressive stunts. Now, everyone thinks it's really, really easy what we do here in the live action arena.
Yeah.
Now, I heard a rumour that you thought that it looked quite easy as well.
I get the feeling I've stitched myself up here.
Exactly, and that's why she's been walking down here. She can see Mark stood here from Team Maximum Lock. Mark, this is Gemma. Gemma, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
We're now going to teach Gemma how to drift because she thinks it's easy. And if you lot out there think it's easy as well, it's really not, okay? It's either that or it's just me that's hopeless at it. So let's find out how good she is.
Cheers, Bryn.
Let's find out.
Come on then, Mark. But I tell you what, it is mega fun. One instructor, I'm loving it. Let's do it again.
And give it a guess. Yes. Okay.
Well, there are people here at USC this weekend who are crazy enough to be having either USC or Pod 12, for example, tattooed about their persons. And I'm joined now by the man who's kind enough to be doing it for them. Now, this is, of course, your living, making tattoos on people, creating tattoos for people. But this weekend is quite something different.
Yeah, it's always different down here. That's why we do it. You get some strange requests, but because we have 4 studios in like around Manchester, but we do this because I have a van what I race here as well. So I enjoy it, but it is a break. But you get to see a lot of strange requests, but I'm going to say strange people then. But no, it's a good laugh doing these.
Well, one of those people crazy enough to come for a pod-related tattoo is Aidan here. Now, Aidan, you've won a competition. Free tickets for USC in exchange for a tattoo.
Yeah, it sounded like a good idea at the time, but I'm probably regretting it a little bit now, but hey ho, I've got to go through with it.
So you're having USC, as in the logo that's on the front of the programme. Whereabouts on your body?
On my bum.
Well, a very brave Aidan is now laying on the table before Paul, having himself inked. Aidan?
Yes.
I kind of want to say you're an absolute idiot, but I am saying that to your face. I have said that to your face. I've said it many times this weekend. Are you pleased with your results?
No, I'm an absolute idiot. You're right.
How are you feeling?
Fine.
Didn't hurt too much?
No, it was all right, actually. Enjoyed it.
Well, I think you've certainly earned your tickets. And if I was you, I'd keep well away from your friends because they seem to be quite determined to see how painful it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, you know. Who needs friends when you've got enemies, I suppose?
Congratulations on your new tattoo.
Thank you very much.
See you later. Right, 1, 2, 3. A big shout out to the USC crew. How do you do? Hold on.
How'd you do, bruv? Moving swiftly on, we cannot bring you Mr. and Mrs. USC because of broadcasting regulations.
Beautiful, wonderful, incredible ladies to the front of the stage.
It was very good. Run What Ya Brung is wound down, but before the sun sets, an infection breaks out in the campsite.
You're more scary than the stalker I had that wanted to buy my shoes.
Because let's face it,
You're going to need to wash your hands afterwards, unfortunately.
completely spoke out the entire grandstand.
fair.
They have cut the roof.
I'm not scared of many things, but I'm absolutely petrified of going in here. I've seen some of the characters walking around and I'm not entirely sure what to expect, but I don't do horror. However, for you at home on Motors TV, let's do this. I'm holding on tightly to my... I'm gonna go and have a lie down. I've now acquainted myself with the chainsaw man who absolutely petrified me on the way out, chasing me with a chainsaw. That was just unkind.
Yeah, it's how we do it. It's how we roll.
That's an amazing attraction. To be fair, just inside that small tent, I had the fright of my life. Hats off to you. This is what you do for a day job.
Yes, yeah, we set up mazes all around the country, scare people for a living. They love it, we love it. As long as we can get them through the door, because they're not too scared to start with, like you were.
Well, I saw you earlier on by the live action arena, just breathing through your mask with your chainsaw, and actually that almost put me off coming in.
Yeah, I get that effect, so I just walk around and that's the response I get all the time.
Well, it's absolutely incredible what you do. Hats off to you, and I almost want to say thank you for scaring me, but that's just my manners kicking in. I'll just say, keep up the good work. I have to say, the scariest attraction here at USC. And if you haven't been here and you plan to come down for 2013, definitely make sure that this is a maze, that you come and take a look around.
Normally, blowouts are considered dangerous, but here they're a competition.
But let's find out who's overcooking and, of course, who will win by simply raising the loudest cheer from the onlookers.
Carry on! I want to burn the other one!
You really don't mind doing this to your car?
No, not at all. Love it.
Well, as if we needed an excuse for any more idiocy. Well, this is Ultimate Streetcar after all. How about multiple cars firing flames out of the exhaust? It's time to flame out.
There is a surprise waiting for everyone in front of the main stage. It is as if a flock of magpies after a successful night's raid has crash-landed.
Well, it's fair to say the tarmac took quite the pounding yesterday in the live action arena, and there'll certainly be more of that today. But as the sun shines down on Santa Pod, there's a few bleary eyes recovering from the partying that went on all night. But Jared is not one of those, as he's frantically getting his car ready for the show and shine display. Jared, tell us a little bit more about your car if you can.
It's a Mazda RX-7 FD. The body kit was custom made by Shellshot Auto Bodies down in Devon, and all the engine work, the single turbo conversion, was done by Steve Rivette in London.
So it's running serious power here?
It's running about 587 brake, yeah.
I'm joined now by James, who's one of the judges here in the show and shine competition. James, it's a busy show and shine.
It is already, and we're still very early. We're actually not due to open till 9 o'clock, and by that time we'd already filled our primary area, and we're in the overflow already. So still a few spaces, but we'll get them all in if we can.
Now, of course, I know you haven't had a huge amount of time to have a good look around, but anything caught your eye so far?
There's been a few engine bays as I'm walking around that are chrome to the maximum, shall we say. They've caught my eye. I've had a little look, so I've got a bit of an idea, but I'm not giving anything away yet.
And of course the judge's choice is for anything a little bit quirky. Now I've seen a little bus just down here, the Gearbox Solutions, that looks quite quirky.
It is, it's quite quirky, but it's not very shiny for a show and shine competition. So I very nearly didn't let him in actually, but because it's quirky, like you say, we've given him a spot, but I don't think he'll be getting anything.
Yeah, I tried to park up in my Ford Focus, but it was a little bit muddy.
Yeah, won't let you in either, afraid.
There is a short break in the clouds which until now has halted things on the ground, so it's a good time to catch up with a few of the crew behind the scenes.
There's nothing like a multi-talented crew of people, and at Santa Pod, that's exactly what we get. Over here is our commentator, Paul.
Sorry, miles away.
1 minute you're on the radio, the next minute you're on the mic doing the commentary, and now you're just having a little bit of a clean-up.
Yeah, there was probably about 5 centimetres of water down here when the hailstorm hit earlier, and the guys were all busy at the top end. It takes a lot of effort at the top end to get it dry. And in my youth, in my early days of drag racing, I'd done a bit of driving. I did a lot of track prep at the other tracks, so might as well use the skills.
I love it. While we're here with you though, let's have a little chat about ESC, because that's about to take place.
Yes, sadly we're down on numbers. A couple of the guys had put some massive power in and broke a couple of meetings ago, and it takes time and money to get these things back together, but the cars that have turned up seem to be on top rocking form. The early Sirocco with the mad body kit on it, Paul Jordan, he came out and ran a 10-second pass without his nitrous oxide system, and in the last qualifier he had a bit of a interesting trip up the track, but again ran very low into 10s. I've got a funny feeling he's going to do a big 9, probably a 980, 970 in the first round of eliminations. The little Corsa that does so well, they've changed the front end suspension, but it's not necessarily getting the power down. Another car to watch out for is the Corrado. It looks so stock, it looks like a street car. There's 700 horsepower in that car, and he drove it here from Peterborough, and there's a fair chance he's going to crack a new personal best, maybe down into 10-0, so it's going to be exciting.
So Jake, it looks like a shed, but you're dressed like a racing driver. The inside of the car, it's all got all the safety equipment, and this is going to be your first round ever of ESC competition. And the car's been pretty reliable, so are you just going to suck it and see, or are you going to try your absolute hardest?
I'll always try my hardest, but it's a learning curve, and I'm up against a good man, so hopefully it'll be nice.
And it's Gino down here in this wonderful 2-litre Cosworth powered Escort. Gino, you mentioned to me that you'd had problems in the qualifier with the water injection system, and you thought you'd got everything fixed, but you didn't make the last qualifier. Same problem or something else?
Something else, it's a flat battery.
Oh no, it's always that one, isn't it? You're busy chasing problems around, so you've got a full charge or a different battery now?
Hopefully full charge.
Okay, fair enough. He's the wise racer. He's definitely the most senior racer now that Paul Bargate's gone home broken. It's a shame. It's proper competition, this. You've got to get to the other end first to progress.
Just take your things a little bit gentle with the car today.
Probably only 1/3, if not 1/4 of the power. But if both away cleanly, and then he's out in front. Sometimes he has gear shift problems. Well, there goes the MG, and Jake's giving it. No, I wish I had nitrous to push right now. So it is the favourite who goes through. His brother down here on the start line, well chuffed. A 10.84 win for second. If you're going to get beaten, you might as well set your own record. Brilliant stuff. So it will be Andy Nichols in the MG up against Nathan in the Corsa next round. Here's Gino. Whoa! Now that's interesting. wonder what the heck happened there. I didn't hear a burnout. I think his tyres were not quite ready for a launch. The back end kicked out quite a bit. 12.90.
Well, these guys here scared the life out of me yesterday in their Phobia horror house. So I figure it's only fair that it's time I get my own back. Let's see how they get on as part of the Maximum Lot Drifting and the Terry Grant Stunt Show.
Join my army of the dead.
Weren't able to scare the zombies. I have faith in the stuntman that is Terry Grant.
I'm a bit worried now. They're all looking at me.
Well, as you can see by the puddles on the strip here, the weather has sadly brought things to an early finish for Ultimate Streetcar, but we've had a lot of fun this weekend. We've, of course, seen incredible displays from the monster trucks. We've seen Terry Grant performing stunts in his usual epic style and even taking zombies out in the live action arena. We've seen the show and shine. We've seen incredible acts such as Pendulum up on the live stage. And I tell you what, there's been a lot of fun had by every single person who's attended USC 2012. But as the lightning strikes ahead of me here, I'm off. We'll see you again next time for more Ultimate Streetcar.
Thank you, Gemma. And as usual, you can find out more online at www.santapod.com. Alternatively, find them on Facebook.
Read it, see it, live it. Only on Together TV.